bit of a different setup today, and I thought the cult kit series and the cult stories for cult kits is going to be a bit different for you. And I'm really happy to say that a lot of you have subscribed to the channel since the giveaway. So if you are, literally there's 70% of you that view my channel that aren't subscribed. So if you want amazing content, it's not the best content, but it's still getting there. And I hope to make more videos for you all. If you are interested in more content, please hit the subscribe button. Please leave a like and leave me in a comment below what kits you'd like me to research, talk about. And today's lovely kit is supplied by Cult Kits. It is the 1999-2000 Benfica. And we all know this top. We all remember it. Of course, if you're born after the 2000s, you definitely won't remember it. But Nuno Gomes was on the back, one of the best players in that scene of that era at Benfica. And this kit, honestly, to me, screams early 2000s, late 90s, and amazing design by Adidas. And I have to say, this is definitely one of my favorite Benfica tops. Even though I'm a Sporting Lisbon fan, I do have a soft spot for this kit. And looking back, a lot of Portuguese replays and just games of that era, my God, they used to wear some of the baggiest clothing I've seen. I thought the Premier League was bad. I even thought the Bundesliga was bad. But honestly, if you have the time to do this, check out some of the games in 1999-2000 era with this kit. The shorts, the socks, it looked like you're playing FIFA 98. Literally, they all look like box-shaped figures. And honestly, this kit does look magnificent in person. That season, they had a bit of an up and down one. They lost players, they signed players who later on left a couple of days later, but they had the one and only Souness as a coach, who then was sacked, and they got Haynex, the German coach, to take over. That season, they won 21 games, lost 7 and drew 6. They had a 6-match loss streak. Honestly, to look at the team, what they had, and actually they had a good successful season in many ways, but to have a 6-match loss streak is terrible. To be able to say that this kit and their home kit was a part of that season. But the funny thing is, they lost 7-0 to Celta Vigo in Europe, and they honestly, I wish they did more justice to this kit. I don't know how many times it's been worn in that sort of era, but I did do my research and I think it was worn around 10 to 12 times. Again, please correct me if I'm wrong. Research for these kits is really hard because it wasn't sort of like a statistical approval for many of those leagues. Like the Premier League has a lot of statistics dating way back to the 60s, but it is really hard to find for any other league. So if you do have anyone that knows more info about this kit or any other leagues that wants to help up with this channel, please let me know, because any help is amazing. So look, this kit, the Adidas kit that was a template version, has been seen across many other teams and international clubs actually. We did see this design and similar material with the Australia Socceroos kit in the early 2000s. And when I say that, it was around 98 to 2000 with that beautiful green and yellow kit that we all love. I think we remember, as Aussies, if you're watching this, you may remember Paul Ocon, or even the early days when I think even Q was a baby, but those Adidas kits are really hard to get. If you do have one, please let me know, I'd love to buy it off you. But of course, we did see Newcastle United, Stuttgart and AC Milan wear a similar design to this amazing sort of fabric that we see. And again, if you're watching this in an angle, you can see how it shines with the light here. So if I was to move it to my right or to my left, it has a different approach. So can you imagine how this must have been on game day? It is a really light material, but it does remind me of that grey kit that United have, and I have to compare it. Would Alex Ferguson enjoy this kit? Honestly, he deemed this kit the worst kit he had ever been a part of. Now this kit, as we all know, was subbed off at half time, but they make literally no difference. So how did they get away with this kit, but United complained about one game? Well, we did see Nuno Gomes in this kit, as I said. We saw João Pinto and even Poboski. But did you know, even though Rui Costa is well known for Benfica days, he never wore this kit. So if you do see Rui Costa on the back of this, do not buy it because it's definitely a fake. And again, correct me if I'm wrong, maybe he wore it in a friendly or maybe some charity match. The club has been with Adidas since 1997. So it's a long-standing relationship, and we've seen some amazing kits, like I said, in the Portuguese league. So if you do have an opportunity to see this kit up in person, you'll understand why I like it so much. Now let's get into some details about the kit and why I like it. Straight away, you can see I really enjoy the reflections that we get in here. Now let's get into some details of why I like this kit. First of all, as you know, in my collection, which I definitely will make a video soon for you, I do collect a lot of Umbro, and Adidas has always been a hard one for me. There are amazing United kits in the era of Adidas, but I think out of all the designs that I've seen in my time in person or in store or even online, I think this one does take it to the next level for me, because the material used in this, when combining it with the gray silver color, it does work well. And honestly, between us, I definitely think that this kit here is a cool kit that doesn't get talked about. It's definitely not in many people's collection, and I do stress enough that this kit will definitely will go up in prices in years to come, because it is one of those kits that's associated with a certain generation. But I think Benfica and the Portuguese League is going in a bit of a, upwards, because they had a bit of a silent period. They've created amazing footballers in their time, but I'd love to see this kit come back. And honestly, if you do have the kit, let me know in the comments below what you think about it. But again, details that I love about this kit, and again, I'm so sorry if I move this a lot, but the collar on this is simple. It's so clean. The little red line here is an over-the-top sort of addition to the collar, so it's not a part of the collar, it's a little strip that adds on top of it. Then we've got the beautiful 3 stripes here on top of the sleeves. Then we see at the front here, we've got the 2 different panels. So the gray and the red are totally different materials used. So we've got a bit more aerodynamic air filter here on the shoulders, which is great. And I don't know if this is a player edition or if it's a fan edition. So the techie version would probably be a lot more scientifically proven, but this one here is definitely a light kit compared to many of that era. And look, I think if we were to wear this in a game day situation, it'd be perfect. Both the badge and the Adidas logo here are stitched on, while this amazing detailed Telecel advertisement on the shirt, the sponsor, is a bit chunky than most. It does remind me of the Celtic era of the 90s, where we had the massive sort of Carlsberg edition. I think this kit would have been a lot better if that sponsorship was a bit of a plastic kit or even sewn on top of the material. But again, every manufacturer had a different approach to sponsors. Now, my favorite part about this kit is, of course, this little addition here on this side, sorry. It is the authentication sort of official statement by the club and the manufacturer saying that this is an approved product. Honestly, that when you see those little additions to the kits, it does it for me. Like I always say, it's the small things that make me happy about football kits. And last but not least, the little SLB detail here that does give that little touch of authentication to that era of football where we love to see the beautiful colors that were of that generation. So what are your thoughts? You let me know what you think about this kit. Is it nice? Is it bad? Do you like the reflection of the silvery gray that Adidas did to Benfica's top? And do you think there are any other Benfica tops that you love? And am I saying Benfica right? So please correct me if I'm wrong. But as always, guys, please stay safe, stay away from stupid people, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you and goodbye.